Dragon Age Veilguard came out, what, like October of last year? And so it's a bit surprised that it came out on PlayStation Plus Essential just recently, which is why I'm playing it now. A lot of losers hated on it for the wrong reasons. You know, and there's also some fair criticisms I've heard. Perhaps some people didn't like the writing of this game. I feel like so far it's not like super impressive or anything. Some of the lines feel just a little bit run-of-the-mill, but it's not bad. And I've only played, let's see, like a few hours, I guess, a couple hours maybe, like the tutorial and like a couple missions or something. I'm not like a big Dragon Age person. I played Dragon Age Inquisition when that came out, but I never finished it. I kept like restarting and making new characters, and I got through a good amount of it though. I got like a good amount of the romance with Josephine. I know Solus ended up being a bad guy at the end that I never really saw, and that's where this picks up, I guess. Solus is like the elf guy. One of the elf guys, I guess. Is there multiple elf guys? I don't know. But I've been an elf for this playthrough, because, of course. And the character creator is actually pretty cool. It's not bad. The art style, like, wasn't, like, shouting at me to go buy the game or anything. But it's kind of growing on me. You know, it's definitely a little bit more cartoony, more Pixar-y than the previous titles. If you lean into it with your character creator, it still looks nice. The animation looks nice and all that stuff. The hair, I mean, the hair is just beautiful stuff. Barrick's back. He's okay. I feel like sometimes he gets like some of the most cliche lines though.
Well, we're not in Minrathous anymore.
There's also photo mode. The only thing I didn't like about photo mode is that it doesn't let you pose your character in different ways. So you just have to kind of wait for the right moment in their idle animation to get a cool shot. And it's in performance mode, because it just feels better in performance mode. It's like, I like to like just chill and walk in games, especially in the beginning. And like, I often just like make it more like a movie situation where I just point the camera at the character as if it were shooting a shot in a movie. And this is a good game for that, because the walk animation is nice, the flowy hair, the cloth physics looks pretty good. We get into like combat, and that kind of surprised me, because my magic combat is kind of hard to get, you know, and it turns out they have some good stuff for the magic. Like here's like a shooty shot, a spray of frost you can do with the trigger. So it's kind of like a melee magic build too, because like you can use the dagger, and it's kind of like more of a spell blade. And then they also have the staff. But it's not, it's like somewhere in between like an action-y game and a Souls-like, and because there's also like ultimate abilities and like special magic abilities. But here's a staff. Nev is a cool character. I think she's probably my favorite so far. I think she probably has the best performance. Everyone else just kind of seems kind of a little bit dull. Also the animations with like climbing and jumping are nice. Like, if you jump at the edge over here, you just grab on. You'll see. You know, not perfect alignment of the hands there, but still pretty nice. And yeah, so the intro is kind of like a typical intro for an action game, right? And it's also supposed to be very linear, this game. I guess it's like more open zone, you know, which is fine. That's a cool little shot there. They just they're just standing there looking at me. Nope, you can't pass. Simple mechanics like, oh, you find a lever to activate the door. There's like a little puzzle moments that are like, you have to find the right little crystal key to open doors. Nothing too complicated. Get some dialogue options that are nice. Seems to affect some things. Like I chose to send Varric to stop Solus from opening the portal, or try to get him stopped, and that gets him injured. So I'm assuming that if you don't do that, he doesn't get injured. So it probably affects some cutscenes. And then you assign your companions to like activate them and things, which is interesting. With that menu, the UI is also a bit much sometimes, but it's fine. It's always better like when you're playing around, you're moving around. Sometimes it's hard to really judge watching like video reviews and stuff because it's really about the feel of the game. And like my impressions of this game when I was seeing videos, it's like not that interesting to me. But playing it actually feels nice. I feel like it could get repetitive, the combat, the longer I go, but there are some cool spells and stuff we can unlock, so maybe it gets more complicated. I also wonder if they have like double jump or something. That would be cool. I wish like all the games with jumping had double jumps and also like dash in the air. And then here's the boss. This is more like Soulsy a little bit. While I was playing it like that, I was dodging, trying to time it right, still getting used to it. And then you can't control your companions, which I wish you could, but it's fine. It's something like, you know, in Inquisition you were able to like switch between characters, and that was the cool thing about that game. But the Inquisition, it just got too grindy, and the combat wasn't that fun. Definitely not as fun as this one, and I just got kind of burnt out on it. But what I did like was you can switch your characters and like actually play them all, and that's really the dream of an open world RPG game in the modern times, in the future even, to be able to like just choose which party member you want to play as at any given time, really. And also it'd be cool if like you can like, I mean, I would like the option to like custom create each different character, because I always end up like making new profiles and new builds for, you know, and like it would be nice if you can like have all the characters you make in one playthrough and you switch around between them, you know. One thing is that once you beat the boss, you can't really go back to the level. I wanted to explore some more, but I couldn't. I had to go back. So I don't even know if I can even come back to this area. So I don't know how that's gonna work. That's a little bit of a bummer. The fashion is not like really the best. Depending on your starting class, it gives you like a starting armor, but also you can't like, it's basically one set, right? You can't choose between like your different, like your pants or your shoes or your, you know, I guess there's like helmets you can interchange, and you can't really like remove it or wear a casual outfit that you wear at the hub. You can't wear that when you're in the field, which I'm sure a lot of people don't care about, but I like that ability, the option to just wear whatever I want, you know, or not wear anything. All right, so let's actually get in the game now and play a mission. Right, oh yeah, so these little areas,
better than by the minute.
You can hear some people talking every now and then, but you can't really interact with people. But I don't remember if you could do that in Inquisition. I feel like there was more dialogue options in Inquisition.
Won't be good for business, I can tell you that. It won't be good for the world.
But it pretty much feels like Inquisition 2, you know. A lot of the sound effects and the UI is very similar to Inquisition, actually.
Whatever Solus did stirred up everything again. The old blood magic from the war never went away. Ancient relics appear out of thin air, ruins float. It's like an old wound that never healed, and now it's bleeding again.
So I was able to tell her to activate that, and it didn't interrupt her dialogue, which is pretty cool. I don't think we could swim. Nope. Does that even doesn't affect your health? So it doesn't really. You don't really lose anything for diving in. Wait, doesn't let me jump here. Or maybe it's the vaulting and jumping is contextual. I thought I was able to jump. Or I think maybe when I have my weapon out. No. Or maybe because I'm holding the crystal. Maybe I can't jump if I'm holding the crystal.
We got
okay, there we go. Got the cool dodge. I like that. They're running away. They got frozen in time. Did they, like, were they regular people and then they were made into tree people? And that's how they got frozen? Or are they, like, running away in very slow motion, as slow as a tree grows, you know? It's like trees can move vertically and plants move very slowly, and certain plants, like, you know, they can bend their flowers and stems to, so like, what if, like, you know, they're just moving really slowly, these tree people? They can see the future and there's some big catastrophe happening and they're, you know, getting a head start as they're running away. I don't know. This person's got their head cut off. More Ents. The Ents versus the elves, it seems. Or maybe the elves are healing the Ents. You know, I mean, those could be like spears, heads, or magic, healing magic. What's this thing? Oh, it's a ladder. Shortcut. Let's explore a little bit. Look at these things. Oh shit. How do I cure my poison? I was a little bit too curious there. Maybe I can tell her to heal me. You can do a quick one here. I guess it's just temporary. Wait, this one's alive. I can help you. Maybe they're just resting. They're trying to munch on those little animals, those bugs. Ew. It was trying to eat some bugs, probably on death's door. Let's go. Oh, look, there's a tree person torso, legs. Really, legs up here. Damn. That's some hidden environmental storytelling there. That's pretty cool, actually. Let's get out of here.
Nev, you sure you're up for this?
I'm fine. Couldn't sit still much longer.
Then let's go.
It's so quiet.
Too quiet.
Where is everybody?
Oh shit. I need some shoes. This outfit has no shoes. I'm gonna step on these things.
It's blight. Even worse than in the forest.
Oh, didn't even think that would happen. Can I do that to all of them? Just the glowy ones, I guess. Ew.
No one gets out. No exceptions.
You okay? What happened here?
Keep them inside. Listen to the mayor.
Hello? I don't think he can hear us.
What is this effect on me? Doesn't really affect my mana or my health. Oh wait, blighted. It says blighted. What does that mean? Oh yeah, these are like those red crystals in the other games. But these aren't crystals, this is like blood. Blight blood. Oh shit, they're trying to squeeze out of that one. This is definitely a AAA game. We got some good set design here. This one I can pop. It kind of sucks that like it didn't do so well. It didn't do well enough to stay a full price game for that long, and now it's on PS Plus, and they like EA like laid off like 100 of employees from BioWare, and so that's unfortunate. I don't know if they'll ever recover really, because they're supposed to be working on a Mass Effect game, but I don't think any of the original developers
I knew
from the
her.
early days are there anymore.
She was a farmer, sold spices to us, the best in Arlathan. I can't believe this happened.
So I don't know if this might be the last Dragon
Look
Age
at
game.
that. Is that an Aravel on the roof?
Light must have lifted it up there.
Why were they looking for veil jumpers? What did the mayor want with them? A sinkhole. But how?
Careful not to slip.
That's the deep roads down there, where the Darkspawn come from.
Entrance to hell. Let's go in. No, you don't want to come? Alright.
Jahel! He's alive!
Valara.
We're going to help you. We'll get you down, Jahel.
No, listen. The gods have returned. I saw them. I heard their voices.
The gods did this?
A blood ritual to release the blight. And the villagers, they said they needed power. Valara, be careful.
I kind of zoned out for a second. What did that guy say? Is he dead already? I think he's dead now. Somebody was yelling for help.
Come on, that sounds close.
Dragon Age Pimple Popper. People watch that stuff. I don't get it. Why people like to watch people pimple popping and stuff on TikTok and wherever. It's like even like a reality show or something about a doctor does it. Like that stuff kind of grosses me out, but I guess there's a market for that or whatever. Why do I keep trying to open doors? Doors, you can never open doors in games. What am I trying to do? What am I doing? Our first dragon.
Dragon! Here!
No, please!
Hey!
Fresh blood, a hungry heart. Creature, come to me.
Anyone else hear that dragon talk?
I know you. You're the mayor of this town.
The village. The people. Are they,
Blighted. Dead. All of them.
You gave them to the gods, didn't you? Didn't you?
They were in my head. Infecting my thoughts. They made me do it. Please, help me.
Typical mayor. Doesn't really care about the people. You killed those people. Take a deep breath. Tell us everything. Yeah, tell us everything while you're being
You're
strangled.
not going anywhere until I get the full story.
I tried to protect people. You have to believe me. The gods, told me to lure the Veil Jumpers to the center of town. The others were to be rounded up and kept safe. They would be the first to witness the glory of Gillenane's new creation. She showed me gold. So much gold.
Okay. Simple character there. He's greedy. Let's try this one.
All this for gold? The villagers, the Veil Jumpers, the Blights everywhere. Demena's Crossing is dead because of your greed.
I didn't know. You don't understand what it was like to hear those voices.
The gods exploited his greed and fear.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for him? I say we leave him right here.
But I'll die. The Blights everywhere. What if the dragon comes back?
If we let you go, you'll run straight back to the gods.
They were in his head. Their influence might linger.
I understand what they do now. I won't be tempted again, I swear.
Rook,
Can he be rehabilitated? Can he be redeemed? We should see what happens if we save him.
let's get him out of there.
What?
Also, I want
This
to be
entire
on
village
Nev's
is
good
dead
side
because
because
of
I think
him.
we're gonna romance
I
Nev.
know.
Then why spare him?
We aren't killers. He's just a weak fool.
He's greedy and pathetic. That doesn't mean he deserves to die.
Thank you.
I didn't ask for your gratitude.
Then, if I may offer some advice, steel yourself. I felt their power. The promises they make, it's irresistible.
Then try harder next time. Don't make me regret saving you.
Yes, of course. But you should be worried about the rest of the world. Or this will be our future.
The Fade had opened, and the gods were free. Thanks to Solus, they'd woken up to find their empire, their subjects, even their fellow gods, all gone.
Fast travel unlocked. Cool, cool, cool. We're back here. But it forces you to, move from area to area. And it looks like we can't go back. And yeah, it's pretty linear game. We do have, I guess some areas we can explore again like this. Then again, that there's probably nothing more to explore where we just left
Look
off
at
anyways.
that. Imagine! Thousands of years ago, this is where it all began. Elvenon, the Elven Empire.
This is like the end of Fellowship or the end of Lord of the Rings right here, right? Frodo gets on the boat and he goes to the elf land in that direction. The elf happened or something.
The entire village was overrun.
The few who survived are controlled by blood magic. Their minds are gone.
Elgernon and Gillenane used them like puppets.
I dare say it was a show of force.
Hello.
They will not rest until you are on your knees, fearful, cowering, helpless in the face of such power.
Lady Morrigan?
'Tis simply Morrigan to you, Scout Harding. What a pleasure to see you again.
Rook, this is Morrigan, an old acquaintance. I thought she could help.
She was
Morrigan
in
helped the
the first
Inquisition
few
when Varric
Dragon
and I
Age
were
games.
part of it. She knew more about ancient magic than anyone, except Solus.
'Twas both pleasure and necessity to help then, as it is now. Stopping Elganon and Gillenane shall require many hands.
So it's an updated design. Her crown mask thing, I don't really like that much. Her outfit's fine, but it's okay.
All this horror because a bunch of power-hungry gods want even more power.
When have the powerful among us ever done otherwise?
So how do we stop them?
Anarchy.
Set aside your notions of godhood and
Our gods! And they're killing people and blinding the world. How do we stand up against that?
Together.
None of us can do this alone, but we can stop them together. Balara, you're one of the only people in the world who can get our Alluvian working. Hardin can track down the lyrium dagger, and Nev can spot any clues we might miss that give us more information. Let's get to work. There's a lot of fight ahead of us.
You know, I like that about you, Lace. You don't stop fighting, you push for answers and action, while I can get stuck on questions forever.
Well, we need someone who can put the pieces of the puzzle together. We're fighting the unknown.
Exactly. Everyone has a part to play. Varric brought us together because of our strengths. He wanted a team he could rely on. We have to be that team.
Play to our strengths.
And rely on each other.
I think I can manage that.
Then let's find Solus's dagger. It'll be a start.
Maybe it's the choices I'm making, but like sometimes, and these scenes sound like a Saturday morning cartoon sometimes. But I guess, the thing is that, like, I've seen clips from, Baldur's Gate, and like just compared to that, it's just like it feels like night and day. The difference in the writing and the quality and the characters in general feel more interesting, more thought out in general. This helps, I guess, take away their shield, but you don't have to do that. It's a lot. And like, I guess I can build up my arcane bomb by keep attacking them, and then I missed the opportunity. Once it says arcane bomb, I think I can press triangle and explode. Arcane mark, arcane bomb. There we go. I guess that was their shield, the yellow part. Right, and then I also have my other abilities. Go a little bit more range with the staff.
We have to go after that ghoul. Let's get this gate open.
Look up there. That magical device.
And I have the combat setting difficulty set to custom. So like the enemies do like the highest damage, I think, but then their health is like standard, I think. A mix of, because I like the idea of like being powerful, but also being weak in the sense of my defenses. I feel like it just feels more realistic and more immersive to have like low defense character, high attack, because like these magic things you think would do a lot of damage, like that's gonna kill you in one hit, right? If you're a monster, maybe not, but I should still feel powerful with my magic. But then also they do similar stuff, right? So I want to feel like if they hit me, I'm in danger. And that's, I guess, the game does allow you to do that, so it mitigates some of the grindiness in the just the tanky characters that are often in games like in Dragon Age Inquisition, which I felt like there was a lot of tanky enemies, and it just felt like a grind to get through sometimes. Pots are good, so you can like practice your free gaming. I think it's pretty much where the center of the screen is. Yeah.
Anyone spot that ghoul? It must have come this way.
Anyone spot that ghoul must have gone this way. Again, it sounds a little bit
Look out!
cartoony. There's a stagger. Okay. Cool, cool. I also have... Oh, I have my ultimate too. That's another thing. Pretty cool. The effects are really cool.
I don't think these Darkspawn took it. Let's keep looking.
Like, you really feel like a powerful witch or wizard. I think maybe, you know, especially if I get more spells, the combat might really get me to play this game more. While the story and the plot is kind of like not as big of an incentive to play as the combat maybe. Which I feel like is maybe the opposite of what Dragon Age usually is. Definitely in Inquisition, the story was more interesting to me than the combat in that game. Oh, this does have a good amount of range, huh? You can see a trail of fire in the distance there. Let us draw in games, huh? That'd be cool. You can like draw into the soil your fire beam and it stays for a while. I wish there was a zoom button. This kind of zooms a little bit. And I guess this is their answer to turn-based combat, because you hold R1 and you can just pause and tell people what to do. I think it's not as nice as the Inquisition turn-based button. In that one, I think Inquisition you can like move around and like hold the camera and like position, make it more like a real-time strategy game even, I think. I feel like this is closer to God of War than it is to Souls games. Like that chest animation especially too. How she picks up the stuff in the chest. It reminds me of the effort they put into the animations for opening up chests in God of War. And then like more like more action-y combat. The enemies I feel also remind me of God of War enemies. But we can pause. I don't know if I'll be using this pause stuff too much. You can also just do it quickly, like holding this. Like, if I'm not able to control the characters myself, it's almost like I just want them to do their own thing.
Need a breath.
You don't really have to lock on a lot of times because your spells still track even when you don't lock on it. That little red marker still automatically tracks. And there's a setting that changes that. I feel like like in most action games, lock on is really helpful when you're just on one-on-one. When you're in a group, you don't really want to lock.
Another one of those
on.
magical beams. There are 2 of these devices this time. I bet we'll need to direct beams at both of them. Good work. Now let's see what's behind that gate.
Pretty simple puzzles so far. I feel like that's, again, kind of like God of War. The new ones, at least, the new God of Wars. I mean, it's been a while since I played the PS2 God of War. I don't remember much puzzles in that game, actually. Alright, I think there was some levers and stuff to pull. But I feel like a lot of this stuff should just be a default thing. Like, this should just be a default thing to, like, get benefits from perfect dodging and doing these block counters and stuff. It makes more sense for, like, spells to be in a skill tree. I don't know. Because I like having all my movement and basic options available as quickly as possible. Let's test the fall damage, if there is any. Not really, there's disappear. But maybe it depends on how high we're at. Maybe from here, it's fine. Nope. Maybe from here. That's about the highest you can jump from. Ooh, new armor. Is there a shoe slot? Just this. Oh yeah, there's this I can get. I don't like that. No. You can choose to hide it, but I'd rather not do that. I like the immersion of not having a helmet when you don't have a helmet on, you know? How do I unequip it? Are you telling me I can't unequip it? Oh, I forgot you can't unequip things in this game. Fuck. So I'm gonna have to have a helmet on. Unless I do the hide thing. That's a few more minus points to this game. Well, we'll hide it. That's as good as we're gonna get. Check it out. Water magic. Yeah, you can do free game, orbit. I like to do the free aim and free roam camera. You got tilt. You can tilt a little bit. The focal length, that's always good to have. That's real zoomed in. But you can't go through collision. So like I can't move through this rock to get a better angle. It's kind of like a satisfactory photo mode, but definitely not the best there is out there. This is interesting. Lens distortion. Always go to a low f-stop first to adjust your focal distance, or the distance of your focus. And then you can adjust this a little more. Do like that blur a little bit there. You can actually make it even less. Like, what's the point of having this if you already have the f-stop? Because you can, the point of the f-stop is you can blur it the more you close it. I don't like any of these filters. Filters are for newbies. Real image editors go through each little thing here one by one. blue strength. We can't adjust. You can't adjust the highlights or the mid-tones or the shadows. That's the problem there. And then you can hide player, hide enemy, hide enemies. No posing. You can't pose your character, unfortunately. Unless there's some kind of future feature that unlocks. Well, who needs shoes? You can just get your feet wet. Maybe it's a class thing. Maybe all mages. It would kind of make sense if like mages don't have shoes, so they can connect with the earth. You know, that's how they get their magic, by connecting to the earth, to the soil, to the ground, to Mother Nature.
Lyrium. Harding?
Lyrium. Wait, was it Lyrium supposed to be red? Maybe that's specifically red Lyrium. Uh-oh, we lost a companion.
This is the eternal hymn, the prayer and the proclamation. Is to know. I am. We are free again. Whole again. Live again.
Oh shit.
Harding! I can hear it. The song of the stone. Are you moving
Boss
those
time.
rocks? I don't know. I don't know how to control it.
Primers and detonators. Right. So we've been doing a little bit. Oh wait, we could probably do this better with magic. Some abilities apply a particular primer to a target. Each primer has a magic detonator. Use Harding's shield ability followed by Nev's icebreaker to detonate. This is a shred ability. Applies sundered. And then we do that, and now can we do the next one right now? Okay, so that's the order. Interesting, cool. And now we let go of the button and it happens. I think that worked. Oh. I mean, I don't know if I'll be doing that a lot.
Watch behind you.
I mean, maybe I'll practice this detonation thing, but I want to do it in real time. So it was the shield thing. She does that, and then she does this one. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Like, I'm not noticing them doing them by themselves. I think the AI isn't smart enough, I guess. Or they want you to do it manually. Primer and the bomb. Detonator. Oh, we just knock them out. Falling for you. We got a trophy for that.
Ranged attackers!
I mean, if we memorize the button layout, we can instinctive, almost like just quickly do detonators. Not thinking about it too much, I guess. They need more mana. I might increase the enemy health at some point. Just because like, when you have 3 characters, they do a lot of damage, right? If it was just a solo game. I keep trying to do mind magic, so it was just a solo game. The health pool might be good here. It's still fine. Like, I don't want it to be too tanky again. And this is like the main boss, I guess. They have the big bar. I did increase the aggressiveness. Oh, I did the wrong button. I meant the other one. Because you can lessen the aggression. This is, I think, the highest aggression level for enemies. Which I prefer. And the thing is, does it really matter how aggressive an enemy is when you can just do this? If you're overwhelmed, just press this button. I mean, I guess if you want to keep pressing that button, I guess.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Oh, they're almost dead.
That dagger. What did it do to me?
Not sure, but we should get back. We'll talk it through there.
I wanted to break that pot. They force you out.
Your pet has failed, sister.
Ooh.
And now the magic of the Dreadwolf's dagger is hidden from me. Fen Harel meddles once again.
If his dagger's beyond our reach, we must craft another. Made of red lyrium.
I'm getting like a little bit of Sailor Moon vibes or other like 90s TV shows. Like just a preview of the enemy of the main villains right there.
Something like that?
And it's still with you?
Yes. I think so. It can't be possession, can it?
I doubt it. Dwarves can't be possessed. They aren't connected to the Fade. Solus's dagger triggered this event. But how? Or why?
Dwarves are children of the stone.
Yeah,
Mages
stone magic.
connect to the Fade. Dwarves reach out to the stone? Maybe?
Maybe.
I guess we don't have any real answers.
Oh, it even tells you kind of what it means when you choose this. Rook is baffled. Rook is optimistic. Rook is wary. Gives more context. That's actually nice to have, because sometimes you think you're going to say something, but then you say something else. I like being optimistic. Maybe this would be more humorous to say.
I honestly don't know what to think.
Tell me about it.
Maybe I just need time.
It's all strange, but somehow I feel connected.
Strange isn't always bad.
To the stone. Dwarves call ourselves children of the stone. Some of us have what we call stone sense. Those that have it can feel caves, lyrium veins, and faults in the rock. I wasn't one of them. Maybe the dagger unlocks something hidden. But this is more than the stone sense I know. I know it's strange, but is this going to create problems for us?
It depends if you become too dependent on this stone magic. But in moderation, I think it's fine. You may just have unlocked your inner stoner. Although we can romance hardening. I typically like to romance most everybody until a certain point, because it's fun to flirt. And I don't know how many playthroughs I'm going to do with this, but I want to see these dialogues. I don't know. Let's try it out.
Harding, you being here is never a problem.
Huh. Really?
I don't know what I'd do if you weren't here. to be honest.
That's so sweet. Thank you. I, feel the same. I'll send word to the Grey Wardens about the blight we saw. And then I'm gonna lie down.
And we need more answers about what the gods are planning. I'll find some place to relax and try to reach Solus in the Fade.
Good luck. Try not to let him get to you. It feels like we're finally making some progress. And I'm not sure what my new magic's about, but I know it feels right.
Wait, that room wasn't there before, I don't think.
Yeah. I don't remember it either.
Never Harding must have put my pack here. Makes sense. Better place to sleep than the infirmary. Guess I can spare a few moments to unpack my things.
Place ancient elven scroll. Oh, this is just to like decorate.
Peddler gave me this after I saved his caravan from bandits. He told me the scroll went back to even before Tevinter. Said that elves had a rich history, even more than the rest of us. He had fancy silks from Orlais, statuettes from the wilds down south. I could have listened to stories all night about places he'd been. Now I'm getting to see some of those places myself. Best drink of my whole life. Fresh water from this pitcher after Varric and I got out of the trap set by that double-crossing noble. We didn't know how close he was to the throne of Ravain, or that stopping him would get me kicked out of the Lords of Fortune until the heat dies down.
Oh yeah, our path was Lords of Fortune. We were like pirates and stuff, I think. I chose it because the outfit was the coolest.
Who cares about the politics? I kept a dangerous artifact out of Venatori hands.
Too much politics in my gaming.
Varric and his life lessons. I asked him how we were supposed to stop Solus, and he gave me this. Take a long, hard look at it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done.
Okay, we can do gender options here, tattoo options as well. Interesting. I chose non-binary in the character creator. I guess you can adjust things here. I love who I am. I'm getting there. Okay, interesting. I do like this, that you can kind of like, you know, progress in your gender identity throughout the game and adjust it either to reflect your own or to roleplay. That's pretty cool. No other really game lets you do that. Unlocks new dialogue options. Interesting. I kind of want to see what that's about. Maybe we'll do this later, though.
I don't know if I see a hero's face, but it's a face that has seen a lot. Got a few new scars. Some that show up in a mirror, some that don't. But Varric believed in me then, and he believes in me now. I can do this.
I think I can't do that later. I think that was permanent. Oh well. Another playthrough. We'll do the gender
The ever-turning orb.
journey.
My final training project as an apprentice. I spent months finding the precise balance of energy flows to make the enchantment permanent.
I was no model student.
Might have gone faster if I hadn't been exhausted from too many late-night escapades. Ah well, still got it done.
Meditate. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I'll do that a little later. Actually, I think we'll just wrap it up here. It's not a bad game. It's like the combat's really got me interested in it, really, and the story is like okay. Like I said, it sometimes feels like a little bit like kind of like the art style, a little bit cartoony, like sometimes Saturday morning cartoony. Which isn't entirely bad if that's what you know you're getting into, and it could get a little deeper later on, probably. But you know, like when you compare it to other games and stuff, maybe in earlier Dragon Age, it might come as a disappointment there. But, you know, and the design, you know, it is growing on me, like I said. The world design is okay, maybe a little bit too linear. I feel like it's more like God of War 2018 than it is like a Souls game. Yeah, some of the writing is like just ordinary. I don't feel like it's a game I can really like get too immersed in and like lose myself in. But it could be a fun just to play, you know, over a few months, you know, more casually. Like I said, I don't think I'll be streaming a full playthrough. I don't know, maybe I'll get really into it a lot. Who knows? But that's gonna do it for now.